Bashelorette. I'm your host, Sips Harrison. We are here on week 9 of 10. AC Volts. One more chance to make a decision on love, a partner, and a future. This week, fantasy suites. Will the hour become sweet and sour? And will these fantasies be lived out? Or will these fantasies outlive us? AC Volt, the Bashelorette herself, we are down to 2 contestants, Dton, Zip Zimmer. Where are we at?
Oh, Sips, I wish I could tell you I knew for sure, but I still don't. I'm still not sure, and I'm hoping that this week gives me some clarity.
What are you expecting out of these fantasy suites?
I don't know, Sips. There's a lot of pressure on fantasy suites to get more physical, to get more intimate, and I'm trying to take that pressure off and keep the bar low and just try to have fun and get to know these guys a little bit more before I have to decide who to marry.
All jokes aside, one is illegal. Anyway, when is this happening?
Soonish. Like an hour.
Just one?
Oh, well, Dton's first and then Zip.
You're gonna go like that?
No, I was gonna change.
You're gonna change, you sure?
I'm gonna change, yeah.
You should just go change.
Right now?
Like as soon as possible.
All right, fine.
Hey. Why did I take this job?
Okay, ready to go.
After all that time, that's what you picked?
Yes.
Okay. Catch that chicken. Climb those stairs. But don't touch our nuts. Dton's up first. Enjoy.
So Dton is up first, and I have decided that I need to tell him that I am squirrels. I mean, not squirrels. I don't know why I just said I'm squirrels. I'm not squirrels. Jesus, I'm gonna mess this up.
Acorn wanted to take us to a hotel. We wanted to go up a tree. So we compromised and went to a double tree suite. Very fancy. Holy moly, look at this bed for.
Wow, you really like this hotel room, huh?
I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Yeah, I guess it's a pretty sexy hotel room.
It tastes like hay.
Do you mind if I scratch you a little bit?
Oh, heck yeah, scratch away. This is great.
Oh.
You ever try scratching yourself with your own robot hands? Is that weird ass?
There.
Fair enough.
Feels really good to just finally get some indoor alone time, you know?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can get indoors is
Sure.
treat.
Yeah, I guess that would be rare for you.
This side also tastes like hay.
Back at the sheets. You really like those sheets. Can't blame you. They're really soft. Can't wait to get in between them myself.
Well, jeepers, hop out of the next suit and chew on some sheets with me.
Yeah, I would love to take off my suit.
I won't spoil what this spot tastes like, but it rhymes with hay.
Actually, there is something I should probably tell you before I take off my suit. I think we could just go over here for a second, kind of out of the reach of the cameras.
Oh,
Just one
okay.
second. Just want to tell you something real quick.
Well, if it's no big deal, then sure, it's no big deal.
No big deal. Then we can get back to rubbing on these sheets. Am I right?
Rubbing, eating, tomato, sure.
Okay, let's just wait over here.
Yeah, that works just as good as any.
So, there's a chance I haven't been completely honest with you.
Oh,
This is so hard because I want to get closer to you, but I need to tell you this first.
okay, whatever it is, you can tell me.
This isn't a suit.
Huh?
I'm not squirrels.
Excuse me?
I'm a person.
Okay, very funny. More like AC jokes, am I right? Now come on out and chew on this weird hay blanket with me.
No,
Whoa.
that's not a zipper.
This really isn't a suit. What is it?
No,
Are you trying to trick
no,
me or something?
it's not a trick.
Okay, then it's a suit. A well-crafted suit.
No, I appreciate you appreciating fine craftsmanship, but that's not what's happening here. I am not.
Wait, maybe
Nope.
this is a one-way
Again, that
zipper?
also not a zipper. Look,
What
stop
is
it.
happening?
1 second.
I'm freaking out.
I am a person. I am a human woman.
This explains why she got grossed out after I ate an entire pumpkin.
I am not squirrels. And I need you to forgive me for not telling you. I feel so bad,
We burrowed together.
but it doesn't change anything.
Are you sure about that?
No, it doesn't.
Kind of feels like it does.
I could keep you safe. I could take care of you. You could be warm and full and safe all winter. Do you ever think about that?
Inside during the winter.
Look, I know that I lied to you, and I know that you're upset, but it doesn't change anything about how I feel about you.
Inside during the winter.
And next week, when I decide who I'm gonna be with,
Inside
marry.
Wait, what?
yeah, like Mary, we can talk about it later. It's not a.
Are you sure?
No,
It
it's
seems
not a big
like
deal.
something we should hash out now.
Honestly, I wouldn't stress about it. Anyway, the point is, I want you to know that I would take care of you. I could give you belly rubs,
Oh.
nuts.
Oh.
I have a weird cousin who makes like outfits for animals. I don't know
Oh,
if
no.
you'd have any interest in that. Okay, yeah, no, we can talk about it later.
Okay, I'll say no to that later then.
I mean, what do you think?
Well, I don't like that you lied. But I like that you told the truth. So I guess I can't be angry now. Also, the idea of being indoors for winter is pretty appealing.
I feel so much better getting that off my chest. Actually went really well. When I first told him I wasn't squirrels, he was understandably upset. But when I explained to him how well I could take care of him, he was right back in, which is honestly not that different from most of my other relationships.
I guess we should be upset with Acorn. I mean AC. But honestly, she doesn't like to run, and she can't climb. If she was squirrel, she'd probably get murdered by a blue jay or something. So we're happy she's who she is. Yeah, the initial shock was a lot. But now I mostly feel okay.
Yeah. God, I feel so much better now.
Oh wait, do you want to put your hoodie back on?
Yes, sure. I can put this on.
Sorry, thanks. I was just putting the pieces together, and if this isn't a mech suit, then the whole situation reads so differently based on how both of us are dressed.
It is a lot more comfortable. Yeah.
I'll put on a hoodie too.
Thank you.
See how the other side wins.
So thoughtful. Already more thoughtful than any boyfriend I've ever had.
Be honest, how unnatural does this look on me?
Hey, if you haven't totally changed your mind about me, I thought maybe, I could put some pants on and we could do some running in this rain.
You're offering to run with me?
I know, I hate running. But for you, I'd do some running. If you want.
Let's do it! Sucker, 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 sucker.
Welcome back to The Bachelorette. I am Sips Harrison, back here with AC Volts, who has just gone on a date with Dton. What a thing we saw. What a thing to witness. AC Volts, how are you feeling after that experience?
Oh God, Sips, like a huge weight has been lifted off of my chest. You know what I mean?
Happy to hear it.
It just feels so good to be honest with him, and to have him still want to be in this competition, it means a lot.
Do you feel like you were honest even though that you are squirrels?
I'm not squirrels, Sips.
Okay, all right. Well, okay, all right, cool. Okay, all right, cool. Anyway, next on a date, we've got Zip Zimmer. He did not win the election to become the governor of New Jersey. Will he win the love, the heart, the affection, and the partnership of AC Volts? Let's see.
Now it's time for my fantasy suite time with Zip Zimmer, and I am so excited. I mean, not least of all because he's an actual adult man. I mean, the bar is low.
I'm really excited for fantasy suites tonight. It's down to the final two, and this is an opportunity for us to get to know each other on a super intimate level. Anything can happen in the fantasy suites, and I guarantee that AC and I are going to get to know each other on a whole new level. Yeah, finally, the fantasy suites.
Yeah, and here we can really get to know each other.
We can do anything we want.
And, do you know what you want? What's, your fantasy?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. I have a lot of fantasies I want to share with you.
Me too. I am so glad we can be so open about this. I think it's really gonna bring us closer.
And no judgment, right?
This is a judgment-free zone. I mean, I used to fuck chairs, so... As long as it's not pee stuff.
What?
Never mind. So, do you want to go first? Tell me your...
Fantasy? Hell yeah. Fantasy suites, here we go. So, you know how I always wanted to be a politician?
Ooh, okay. Some role playing. I'm your constituents. You better make the people that voted for you happy.
Exactly. But it's also in the middle of the gold rush.
What?
Yeah, I'm the mayor of a small western town, but I'm also the sheriff because it was part of my campaign promise to bring a sheriff in town because crime has been on the rise ever since Bobby Sharktooth and his gang of disgruntled hoodlums showed up, causing a ruckus along the surrounding farmhouses.
Bobby Sharktooth.
And his boys, the Chompers.
Bobby Sharktooth and the Chompers.
Right, exactly. And I am acting sheriff because after I was elected, I realized that there truly weren't enough funds to be able to have a sheriff, so I dusted off my old six-shooter and I got to work.
Okay. The sexy western sheriff. I can get into that.
And mayor. I'm also the mayor.
Right, okay, all right. Well, then who am I in this scenario? Ooh, maybe I work at the brothel, or ooh, maybe I run the brothel. And I don't usually keep company with the men who come into my bar, but I couldn't possibly trust the happiness of our town's most important mayor/sheriff to anyone but myself. So I go behind the bar and I get my best aged brandy, and then I go up to my room and I put on...
You are going to be Louise Hastings. Here, take this. Louise runs the pan store.
The pan store?
Yeah, the store where people panning for gold go to buy their pans. You're a very successful businesswoman, especially for this time.
Okay, and I'm single and I'm looking for a little bit of...
You never sleep with any of the men in town. The rumor is you're a lesbian.
What?
People call you handsome. They say, that's a handsome woman right there.
Handsome? They call me handsome?
You aren't a lesbian, though. You only don't sleep around because your first husband, Hank, was shot right in front of you, and the memory haunts you every time you close your eyes.
Oh, okay. Was he killed by shark tooth?
What? No, of course not. Just a drunk transient passing through town 20 years ago, which makes it even sadder.
My husband was killed 20 years ago, and I haven't been with anyone since.
Right. So you ask my advice on the shop sometimes, because in addition to being the sheriff and the mayor, I'm naturally gifted with retail store ingenuity.
How old am I?
I don't know, 60s maybe? Make it your own.
60s?
Make it your own.
In a sexy way? Like an old widow who wants to climb all over your...
Okay, here we go.
What? I've roleplayed before. I'm happy to do it. It was a little different than what I was used to, but I think I still really got into it, you know?
Wow, I'm having so much fun right now. Howdy, Luis. Mighty nice pens you have here today.
Why, thank you, Mayor Sheriff. It's all thanks to you and your advice on how I could organize all my different pans.
Oh, no. Luis wouldn't take her shirt off. That would get her stoned to death in these parts. Take that, Shark Tooth! Get out of town and never come back!
Oh, you saved the day again. How could I ever possibly repay you?
A well-ordered town with a thriving economy is all the thanks I need. And maybe you could point me in the direction of the brothel?
And over here are our metal pans.
Nice. Well placed. And over here?
Oh, over here? That's our tin pans.
Okay, I see. Makes sense.
And over here are some candles. In my free time, I make candles. It's just a hobby I picked up since Hank died.
It takes a tough, resourceful woman to survive in this town.
Oh, I'm very resourceful. You should see what I can do with some rope and some oil.
Make candles?
Mm-hmm. That's right, I make candles.
When the arthritis isn't acting up, of course.
Of course. I think there's one thing I can say for sure. I have definitely gotten to know Zip better during our time in the fantasy suite.
I had an awesome time in the fantasy suites. Bachelorette's coming to a close and AC's gonna have to make her choice between me and Dton, and I'm hoping that... Sorry. Hello? Yeah.
Fantasy suites. Fantasy. What is fantasy? Imagination, especially when extravagant or without restraint. What will we choose? What will we look for? What will our heart desire? What will we end up with the end of our journeys? Will AC Volts end up with Zip Zimmer? Will he say yes to her hand going down the journey of love in the future? Or will Dton make a choice to come back? Love is a battlefield. February 13th, Saturday. Come back to see, is love conquered or is love a casualty? Zip, zip.